Hold still, honey. You're all snarled up.
When I found her body just, lifeless on the floor, that image just seared into my brain, and I called the cops, of course, and, but it was too late. Couldn't do anything for her. The smell of death. You never forget that smell.
It's the most wonderful.
What were you doing there? What were you doing there?
I was just dropping off some gifts. Just dropping a couple gifts off.
At 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I didn't want to wake her up or know that I was in the house at the time. I was trying to be courteous.
Merry Christmas, Mom.
Merry Christmas, Kevin.
And a Happy New Year. I've killed again.
So,
how did you gain access to the premises?
Well, the chimney was open, so I came down through that. Look, I know what you're trying to say here, and I'm the one that called the cops.
Yes, you did.
Okay?
Let's play the audio from that call.
Well, no, we don't have to. All right.
Holy this bitch is dead. But these cookies are so good.
Okay, yeah, I had a couple cookies before I called. I don't think that makes me a murderer or anything like that.
Did you know, before the invention of the train in 1804, they used to have to run a wagon on your mom? Oh, that's a funny thought, isn't it?
But you were wearing gloves that night.
Oh, my God, you people. I wear gloves, okay? They're prescription gloves. My doctor prescribed them.
You have a hand disease?
I don't have to tell you that. That's HIPAA. That's HIPAA. I don't have to tell you. That's a HIPAA violation. I'm being HIPAA violated right now.
Sure.
Okay? I'm the victim here.
It says you have them in store online.
Okay, Mr. Claus, can you speak to the naughty list you've made? Miss Jameson was supposedly
Oh, my God.
on it.
It's just a list. It's a list. Everyone makes lists. It's a list of people that I think don't deserve material goods every year. It's not that big of a deal. Schindler made a list. He won an Oscar.
Mr.
Why
Claus,
are you getting mad at me
Mr. Claus,
for making it a normal thing that people do is make lists? This is...
With the kids jingle belling.
I said hold still. Let go! Not until you're presentable. Santa doesn't like a rat's nest. Just a few more strokes.
This is exactly how they got my boy Diddy. This is exactly how they got Diddy.
Fired? Have you recently lost your job with a major toy manufacturer? Tariffs got you down? You may be entitled to sharing your story on a major media streaming outlet. We want you to dish the dirt. Call Circle of Jerkz at 900-555-0979. We will exploit you for our personal gain. That number again is 900-555-0979. Circle of Jerkz. Every client gets a cookie.
Woo! That has got to be the longest opening this show ever had. I'm not even sure what happened. Let's just bring our dancers to the stage. But I guess I should. What we're talking about is we're gonna talk about crap that we've collected, and sometimes you just question yourself and say why. But let's bring out our first dancer. This guy, he's just full of love, full of laughter. He's a toy kind of dude. That's media toys. Jerkz, welcome to the stage.
What the fuck did I just watch?
I'll explain it in a second when I get Larry.
I mean, it was awesome for one. And I love that you threw that meat canyon clip in there.
Oh my God. Speaking of eye candy, this guy's got eye candy all over him. Let's bring our next dancer, Lauren. Big song. Wait, the toy's kind of fun.
Good evening.
What's going on, baby? How you making out?
Oh, that was 4 minutes. I could have been doing other stuff like shitting.
It only takes you 4 minutes to shit. That's a record.
I don't know. That didn't seem long.
It did seem long. So that was about 2 minutes. I guess we can say hi to the chat first, right? And then
You can. No one else can.
we can get, well, I mean, you can still say hi. You can see the comments.
Hi, chat.
He's just full of life and energy.
Sounds like a He-Man collector.
Yeah. He is a He-Man collector.
I was at one time.
Well, listen, you've collected it, so you're a He-Man collector.
He doesn't smell like a Hot Wheels collector, though.
Dude, I just got the dumbest He-Man figure. You guys just want to see it before we go into? This thing is dumb and awesome at the same time.
Dude.
This is Megatron Skeletor. I swore to myself that I was not going to get this crossover. And then I saw it at Target. It's $9 at Target. So to me, I was like, I'll get it. This is a fun little mashup. Thoughts? No? Yay?
No interest. I do think the Starscream Scareglow one is cool.
Yeah.
That's the one. If I see it, I'll probably pick that one up.
Well, you know me, I'm a sucker for glow in the dark. So if I see it, I'll definitely grab that scare glow. Terry,
I mean, I think it looks good to get. I think in general, I like the way the Starscream actually looks.
Yeah, no,
He-Man looks stupid.
Yeah, this. Sometimes the heroes you can't nail them right.
Sometimes things were meant to cross over.
And you know what?
I agree.
There's a live stream tomorrow that's trying to cross over that just should stop.
Well, we could get into that at some point too. And actually, I don't know if Cal Chev is here, but he sent me some pictures, and it's a great crossover. But I forgot to add them to the slides, so we'll save that for next week. I'll make a little note here, and right now I'm just pretending to write something down because I don't have a pen or anything. I'm ridiculous. All right, let's say hi to the chat real quick. We got this asshole. Is that what we were saying? We got this asshole?
Yep.
Okay, we got this asshole. I'm first. Give me a cookie. And then we've got Stanley. Stanley, I am 7 weeks behind on this shit, dude. Stickers are coming. All right. I know there's some guys that text me back in the fall that just got them this week. That's just me. All right. We got Blitz. We got Mike. How do you say his last name?
Mike Gould. Gould. Mike Gould, 410.
Mike, what's the 410?
I don't know. He probably just needed to put something in there because there's already a Mike Gould or something. Or he puts 410 after everything.
Okay. All right. Then we got hi, it's me.
That's Hitsme. Or Hiltsme, isn't it?
Is it Hiltsme?
No, it's hi, it's me. I hate that YouTube did this. You can't tell now because they can't be like unique anymore.
Yeah. Well, he writes down tickets, Barbie boards, Vala's minivan SUV. It seats 6 and still has room for groceries and a cooler of orange slices. Yeah, it's a soccer van for sure. We got Stew for lunch. We got Talib 1980 collects. He wants to do a Transformers episode with Spec. What do you guys think about that?
I feel like I've already started to fall asleep.
But that's not on Talib. That's more on.
Hey, listen, I think Transformers are cool. I think talking about them is boring because I don't collect them. So it does.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people who talk about Transformers that are just like.
There's a lot of people who talk about G.I. Joe that I want to just put my head down and go to sleep.
Well, Terry's trying to get his thought out. What are you
Matter of fact,
I'm trying to get my thought out without being an asshole.
Well, I mean, all right. So Transformers, for some people, it's a boring subject, but for some, you can get people excited about any of these fandoms.
Yes, absolutely.
So there's a lot of people that, yes, it's boring.
In depth.
It's the personality of the person talking about it, and it's also the group of people watching it. You're never going to get me excited over watching seeing Transformers because it doesn't excite me. Would I rather talk Transformers than Turtles or Power Rangers? Fuck yeah, I would. But it doesn't mean I want to talk about them. There's a reason why I omit them on Monday night.
Well,
they don't interest me.
Did you see Transformers 1?
The movie?
Yeah.
Which one? 85?
No, Transformers 1. That's the name of the movie.
So the first Michael Bay.
Transformers O-N-E.
Oh, no, I actually have not.
You have not. Now you know what I'm talking about.
I totally forgot about that. Yes, I totally forgot about that.
It's it's an excellent it's an excellent reboot. It's good family friendly reboot. It's got action, it's got humor. And it's something that Transformers continues to do, just like the Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Reinvent themselves for the next generation.
They are the two properties that continually reinvent themselves for kids to like. Transformers are never going to go anywhere, and I don't think Turtles are.
But you're bored out of Transformers.
Yeah, they've never. Well, I can't say Transformers never interest me because we grew up on them. Turtles, it was after my time. They don't really interest me. And Transformers, I like the movies. Well, I like some of the movies. I like some aspects of it, and I liked them as a kid. But yeah, I like talking about them. Like I'm already mad I talked this much about them.
Well, guess what? We're only on the third comment. Let's say hi to Starfighter. Then we've got Troy is in the house.
Troy Bleifert.
Wait.
His name is Troy Bleifert.
Okay.
He was so excited that I actually pronounced it right. He said people haven't been. Somehow I got it right.
I don't know. I thought you just said Trev. And I said
Troy Bleifert.
Okay. Troy Bleifert. Please come to customer service. All right.
Your kid is wandering the store.
All right. We got Brandon is in the house. We got Machinata Silva.
We need Tony here to pronounce it.
Yeah, we need
Machinata Silva.
Here's Tony. Here's that asshole. Why was I collecting ex-girlfriends that always come back for my weenie? Nobody believes you, Tony. I think we've all collected ex-girlfriends.
Those are the ones we're trying to get rid of.
Mountain Nut?
Yeah, Mountain Nut.
That's awesome. Rondo Toys. We got Steve Martin saying what's up. We got a toy kind of mood. And they've got their 250th episode tomorrow.
And stop trying to cash in off our success.
I saw that. The logo's on there, and it's only me and Tony.
It should only be Tony and Baldy's logo. Right. I don't put that shit on my stuff. I don't know why you're putting it on yours.
We'll get it fixed. We've got David. We've got Cooter's Garage, U.S. Combat Dojo. Ronnie Trickshot is in the house. Triple D's. I'm just going to stop there because that sounds cool enough. Triple D's Toy Dungeon. We got Callister.
That's Cal Shave. You were just saying you don't know if he's in here.
Oh, yeah, he's in here. Cal. I fucked up and I forgot to add your slides. They were great. They made me laugh. They will make it onto the show. It could be next week. It could be April. I don't know. Could be April. We got Adam is in the house. Did we say hi to this Michael? We
did not. Michael Kimball.
He likes turtles. We got E-Worthy. Steve Martin again. Say this one.
Stiv Chom or Ted Knight.
Dude, how many times? Oh, wait. You're saying it's because of the YouTube thing that he changed his name?
Yeah.
We got the real Zim. Todd C. We got this asshole. Action Media Toys. I'm dying over that intro. Yeah, we'll get into that in a second. Yes, we are losing our minds. And we got Stu again. We got Derek or Debo. That intro is fucking awesome. It's not under 4 minutes. It's got to get under 4 minutes, and then it'll be really awesome. All right, so I think I got almost everybody. Nope, we got Who's Your Daddy?
Jay Beret there, or Joe Beret, I mean.
Oh, did I?
He said his comment.
Oh yeah, I did say his comment. I did say his name. It's not that awesome. Somebody writes, I mean, that often that somebody writes awesome to me. So it threw me off. He got me.
A little too long, in my opinion.
It is a little too long, and I agree. There's a reason I let the whole thing play, though.
This asshole. Gun Bunny Customs.
Gun Bunny, Viper
Viper
Scout.
Scout.
Steven, Stu, Steve, Stanley, Paul. Yeah, there's a lot of comments, and we appreciate all you guys. Let's see, we got Ray Murphy's in
Ray
there.
Murphy, who I'm looking forward to seeing you again at Joe Fest.
Well, why'd you throw your arms up like there was a problem?
I don't know.
Yeah, Ray's one of the nicest guys. Don't throw arms, Ray.
And Ray,
you in your face, let me know.
Right, you and 3-Star need to figure out exactly what shirt it was you were wearing again, because both of them were wearing the exact same shirt at the same day. I got pictures of them.
Terry, are you going to Joe Fest?
I don't know. Probably not.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll get back to the names then. I don't know why that just, I mean, I guess because we were talking about Ray and 3-Star. Let's see. We got Matthew. We got Jay Solo. Travis. We got, okay, I said a lot of these guys. Let's see. Liquid Identity. I didn't say hi to him.
No, you did not.
We've got Tristan is in the house. And then not Rachel, who doesn't like robots and jets and sports cars.
Exactly.
Solid questions. We got the Nerd Alert. What's up, fellow bald heads? White Onyx. And then I think that was everybody. So
look at Ray. I already have my yearly outfit washed and pressed. And Sean Forrester is here.
Where's Sean? Oh, there's Sean. I went past it. This is why I don't get this part of the job, because
ooh,
the other guys
that's creepy. That's new.
So much good. Ooh, I like that.
Okay, sup doggies, and then we got Rex Ship, who I had a nice, fun conversation with today.
All right, perfect. And we've got a lot of people saying hi to each other. Guys, thank you for letting me get through that. You guys know I can barely walk and chew gum at the same time, so I appreciate you being patient. All right, can I tell you why I did that intro, Terry?
Yes.
Okay. A few weeks ago for our Christmas special extravaganza, I thought I would throw together a bunch of out there clips that had to do with the holidays and throw it into the TV. And it has taken me 3 weeks for it to properly render. I figured out what the problem was. There was a certain clip I had in there that was a much larger file, and I didn't realize that the whole time. So once I removed that clip, it took about 30 seconds to render clean. And then I was like, you know what? I wasted so much time trying to figure this out. I'm going to go ahead and load it and play it. So I guess the question could be, the idea behind this was for an intro, I could switch that up every couple weeks with some absurdity, just to have a little bit of fun for the beginning.
Well, I think I would say this: if you're going to do that, you should make the end the commercial inside of that. and I'd make it no longer. I'd make it no longer than 3 minutes.
Okay.
That was actually after a while. I know I've watched other people. I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here. But I do think you need. I do like a longer length for lives because it gives time. It gives people time to come in.
Mm-hmm.
After 4 fucking minutes, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make myself some fucking pizza. Who am I kidding? I buy pizza and go watch something else.
Well, we can play with it because I thought it would be a cool opportunity for you guys. Like during the week, you see something wacky, and you say, "Yeah, I want this in on the TV reel next week."
Does it take you long to do it?
It took me long this time, but I figured out what the problem was.
I guess that's what I meant. Will it take you long now, or do you already have the blueprint of
now? Now I have the template, so I can play with it, and we can evolve it as we go. But yeah, it was fun. It made me laugh. I mean, it's a true crime story with Santa Claus. I thought that's
True crime with Santa Claus is pretty funny, dude.
Yeah. Well, I wanted it to feel like we were flipping channels. You know what I mean? And coming back to the story because, you know, when you're watching something like that, it's so freaking intriguing that you're like, I'm not watching this shit. And then a few seconds go by, you go, all right, what's he saying now?
When you have a long intro, if it's one of those ones where it's good, it may start off where people don't want to watch it. And then it becomes one of those like, I got to watch this whole thing.
Yeah.
But having a Christmas one, people are going to want to watch Christmas in July.
No.
Exactly.
But I wanted to share it since I spent all the time.
No, and I get that. Like,
finally, I was like, it works. All right. Do I load it on? Will people stay tuned? So it looks like everybody kind of hung out.
There's 83 people here right now. So,
yeah. Well, if you guys hang out and you guys like that kind of beginning, just let me know in the chat and we'll get something kind of done. So
he's walking in at.
Who is? Oh, Vader.
The nerd alert is asking if Vader's walking. He's walking in at.
Okay. Where are you seeing? Oh, there it is. I'm terrible with this stuff, guys. Sorry. Yeah, Vader's walking that, and then this is my buddy's bar.
Oh, okay.
Done up like Transformers.
That's why you want to know about Transformers, huh?
Yeah, well, that was just happenstance.
Are you trying to push Tony and myself out already?
Yep, absolutely.
We'll go start our own firm.
So Adam's throwing his 2 cents in here. My intro is long, and I've had a couple people complain about it. I kindly remind them that they can skip it if it affects them that much.
You can't. Well, that's the whole thing. You can't if you're tuning in live.
Yeah, Adam.
That's the thing. When it's live, you want to get people in. And you can say that, but I'm telling you right now, like if you're talking about your intro into your reviews and stuff, people will do just that. They'll skip out of it.
Yep. Let's see here. A lot of good comments, and I will do my best to highlight them as we go here. Do a Cupid crime drama next. We probably could. All right, so Terry, we kind of threw this together just this afternoon, and I think you were on nap time duty.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's okay if you don't have a lot to add to this, and we should be able to get to the topic before you Irish goodbye us, which is an awesome staple of the show too, man. And I probably shouldn't even acknowledge it.
No, you shouldn't have.
It should just be meta, and I'm sorry. I won't bring
what
it
you're talking about.
How many people do you think don't even realize, like, they don't even realize Terry's not there at the end? Where they're just like, wait a minute.
No, there's times where he does it like a ninja, and then there's other times where it's just so obvious, and both styles are fantastic. So you just keep on being you, boo. Here's a question I didn't ask you guys last week, and I can't believe I didn't ask you since we've covered it so much. But here's our topic. Did you guys back this?
Yes.
Terry, you backed it?
On the last day, I renewed my premium membership and backed it.
Yeah, you didn't even need to renew it. It's over $75, and it's not a Haslab.
Well, fuck. Whatever. I needed to renew it anyway.
Yeah, over 75. Ships, excuse me, ships free unless it's a Haslab. Then you'll need the premium.
Well, there will be a Haslab coming up that I'll need it for. So.
Well, you know what? Good job pointing that out now, because now Hasbro's like, oh shit, we got to change that language.
Yeah, that's a little bit annoying, because I wouldn't have renewed it if I would have, read into that.
You also did not acknowledge the Window Viper. That was a name you skipped.
Who did it? I'm sorry.
The Window Viper, because it's a cool name.
Window Viper.
That actually is a cool name. It's funny because I was not reading it like that. I was reading the Wind Owl Viper.
Well, I heard other people mention it. That's the reason why I knew it.
That's awesome.
I would not have.
Well, the Window Viper is in for 3. Terry, would you reveal or keep to yourself how many you got?
It just depends, man. What I have right now, I might not end up getting. So
that's true. And this is something we had talked about before, and we could always come back to this at the end of the show. But order. If there's a limit of 5, place 5 separate orders.
Yes.
This way you can go in and, I decided I only want 1, 2, or 3, and then you can go and
if you order 5 together, then you have to call Hasbro, and if they screw something up, you're not going to get it. So
yeah.
I see this made to order program being probably about the same as what the others have been. It seems like the Sentinel has stuck around the longest. I'm looking right now to see if that's still in stock on the site.
It keeps going in and out.
Well, what about the Dragon Man? Is he still up?
He was last I looked, but I don't look every day either.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So anybody watching right now, you heard it here first, folks. You don't need Pulse, and there's a good chance that after the initial offering and shippings, these will roll back into inventory. So
I don't see them on the site, but right now the Sentinel is still in stock.
Okay.
So I had initially ordered a bunch of Sentinels because I thought it was going to be a really good one to resell. And
Scalper.
They are $220 on the site now, and after tax, I paid $187 shipped.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad. but you're going to be hard. It's going to be hard to get anything over, what I paid for it if I sell them.
So that's the thing. It's going to sit. I know you want to get that thought out, Punk, but I'm fucking talking. So no. I think once it sells out, then yes, that value will go up because now they've been dispersed. Go ahead, Punk.
Yeah, my question is, did it go up because of the tariffs? Because I don't think Dragon Man had jumped at first, but I really do think that Hasbro should do it like that and say, hey, this is the introductory price. You buy it now. If there's any left, it's going to be a little bit more on the back end. This incentivizes people to buy it, so they're not spending. Because I didn't order the Sentinel. I ordered it when it came in, and I don't regret spending $230. Would I have rather spent $180? Yeah. I think most of us would have rather spent the because I forgot, and I almost forgot to order the Arctic Hiss. I sent you guys a message. I think it was either the day of or the day before when I remembered.
And it's wild because you would think that we're YouTubers. We get stuff for free. Everything comes right to us. No, we order just like anybody else, and we'll talk about it at length, and we'll have different takes, opinions, and things like that. But then once we're off camera, life is happening, and I forgot.
Time for Michael. Time for Michael. Time for Michael.
Oh yeah.
That's like the Cyclops and Jean Grey figure 2-pack is still in stock too.
Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit subscribe and turn that bell on so you don't miss a beat.
Sorry, Terry. Yes, the Jean and Cyclops, that's back in stock, and yeah, I thought that was an exclusive to Pulse, right?
It started out that way, but Sergeant Rez got them.
Really?
So yeah, so at least the local stores got them.
Okay.
But Amazon hasn't, because I was hoping Amazon would, because the leg broke on it.
Oh, really?
You know what else is in
The
stock?
knee broke, yeah.
Go ahead.
Fucking I couldn't read for a second. The Cold Slither set is still in stock.
Well, that goes to the fact that not everyone needed it. So the people that lost their minds and quit the line completely, you remember those people, right? I'm done with this. This shouldn't be. But it's still sitting there. They ordered too many, which just means that. And again, I'm not telling someone to go buy it so they make more of these. It just means that when they do their next runs, they'll probably look at it and go, "Hey, you know what? We need to bring these down."
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, at Cold Slither, I mean, we've talked about this before. That is the perfect kind of exclusive. But, choose what you want to do with the exclusive. Either just offer it at conventions and a limited window online, or something like that.
I hope they don't do that, because I actually like getting all of these, and I can't make it to all of the conventions forever away and whatnot. And I would rather not pay a ridiculous price for it online.
Hey, listen, I'm not advocating for it to go to the secondary, but at the same time, when I collected as a kid, we didn't get everything. You did mail.
Right, you didn't.
The convention exclusive was an incentive for people that traveled there.
Yes.
And now with online sales, it makes sense to have a small window, but cut it at some point. What happened with the Snap 3-pack with Sauron, Rogue?
That sold out.
But why did that sell out? It's under the same premise of Cold Slither. Do you know what I mean?
Well, again, it all goes to the quantity that was made.
Yeah.
Whether people believe it or not, there are more Marvel Legends fans and Star Wars Black Series fans than Classified.
Yes.
Now people don't want to believe it, but it is true.
It's a much larger market.
Huge.
Yeah. And actually, that's a solid thing that sometimes I even forget to think about, is that you may have 50,000 Marvel Legends fans versus 20,000 G.I. Joe fans.
Yeah.
And if the product, the quantities are the same for those offerings, it's going to seem like one is selling out and the other's not.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So that's actually a great way to put it. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. All right. So we can come back to the hiss. I don't know if two of the other dancers are going to join us late.
It looks like Hits Me down here mentions the Void Rivals set. I'm very surprised that didn't go out of stock.
Is that still in stock?
Pretty sure it is.
Yeah, but think about that too. How many people actually know the property of Void Rivals? You know what I mean?
It shouldn't matter, because it comes with that Jetfire figure.
Yeah, but it's the third version of that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and the first one was so popular that they ended up doing a second run of it later on. Yeah, it's still in stock.
Yeah,
but it has O-rings. How can it not sell? Everyone wants O-rings, and Hasbro will give it to anyone.
I want O-rings.
Not only does it have O-rings, it's also a figure that's already coming up on $100 plus 2 figures that are what? What are O-rings from Hasbro now? 25 each?
They don't make them, so we don't know.
And
they were Super 7's O-rings are 25 each.
Yeah, Super 7s are 25 until they go on clearance, which is what I see.
Restructure pricing, right? This was worth every penny at $9.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And there's a ton here that's offered. The Canon, the way
how
they
much were
mix up
Playmates
the
Ninja Turtles?
Sorry?
How much were Playmates Ninja Turtles?
I think they all go somewhere between the $15 and $20 mark. But instead of waiting for them to be oversaturated in the toy aisles and make their way to Ross, cut the price now, where you can make still a profit. And not
are they making a profit? That's the whole thing. Are they actually making a profit? They have a lot of people that have to pay. Unlike, again, when you look at a place like NECA or Nika, as you like to refer to them, or Skeletron, Operation Monster Force, or Big Bad Toy Store, Big Bad Workshop, like they have less people to pay. Where when you come to Playmates or Hasbro, there's a wide variety of people that also need to be paid, including, Target or Walmart or wherever.
Well, yeah, all these brick and mortars, Amazon, e-tailers, they're all buying it, right? And they're getting it at a certain cost. But if you could lower that cost, there's wiggle room. We all know that there's wiggle room.
You're absolutely correct. I'm not saying that there's not. But again, when you're looking at a corporation, their bottom line is to make some money.
That's true. You are right there, Lawrence. I know that you guys got really excited talking about Transformers. There's the I thought this was cool. It's a quick little I guess draft picture or outline of Optimus Prime that was Bobby sent this. If you know Bobby Behar from A Toy Kind of Mood, he said this is a picture by Daniel Warren Johnson, an artist. I just thought it was cool, and then the algorithm kicks in, and then this blew up in my feed where I now had the color version.
I kept seeing it too.
You realize what it is, though, right?
Optimus Prime.
They're ICE agents trying to deport people. It literally says ICE.
No, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a great picture.
Probably not anymore, because now you see what it's trying. It's something political.
I didn't even know.
Well, now everyone does too.
Which I really fucking hate politics and my escapism.
Thank you,
Terry. So I will take this off the screen because I didn't think about that. Here we go. We were just talking about the Polly Pockets. And the Micro Machine.
That was the greatest transition there.
Well, I mean, it is escapism, right? We're
it's escapism because I can't open my fucking Facebook feed without seeing a shitload of stuff about everything going on, and it's like I don't want to see that non-fucking stop.
Right?
Can address something really quick?
Yeah.
You had no idea that was supposed to be what that is.
No,
right?
I didn't even.
Okay, and we didn't see it ahead of time, or else I would have been the first one to say, no, don't fucking put that shit in here. So,
yeah. Listen, I missed it. I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
I thought it just that is the personality of Optimus Prime that you see in the Energon universe. He's very much about protecting the fragile life. So no, was not trying to make a political statement here for you guys.
No, and I don't think that you were. It's just like I get tired of seeing, like, in general, outside of this, people trying to bring all of that shit together, and it's like this is my escapism. This is my escape from that.
Yep.
and somebody's always got to try to bring it into it. And it's like, can you not function without any of that for 5 minutes?
Well, apparently I can't because I
Not
missed
you, but in general, like you as an in general blanket term.
Yeah. No,
Baldy.
You're absolutely right. So we're gonna just go into this is a real thing that's coming out. And the reason I brought it up is because we're getting constantly hit with not just politics, but AI everywhere.
Yes.
And I had some examples that I'll show. But I wanted to show this off because at first I thought, okay, great, another AI, wish list toy that, is this something you guys would be interested in seeing? I'm not saying buying, but you'd be interested in seeing at a show, or at least like,
I'd be interested in seeing it. I think it's neat. I thought Mighty Max was neat when I was a kid, but I never got one.
Well, I think Spec brought up the Turtles also have like a Mighty Max playset thing going on. I actually just saw it at Target. I'm not sure what it's called. But I thought this was hysterical because we had just talked about this. Larry, you wouldn't get this even if it lights up?
No, I have no interest in something like this. Maybe,
So
if it catches on fire and it comes out burning or something, that might be kind of cool. But I have to worry about my house burning down.
Who is this for? I mean, it's for the hardcore Halloween collectors.
Any
right?
horror collector, I'd say.
Horror hounds, dude.
Yeah.
Dad that wants to scare the shit out of their kid who has like a happy one with like Lilo and Stitch or something. Look what I have.
It's for those chicks that go to cons dressed up as like sexy Michael Myers and shit.
Yeah.
Sexy Michael Myers. Well, what's cool is like the LED lights are so cheap now.
Real Fig says former pop collectors. That's who this is for.
Yeah. Let's see. We got not interested in the Pumpkin House Road. Oh, I like this one. Evil is tiny tonight.
It somewhat, of course, it's going to remind everybody of Polly Pocket and Mighty Max, but it also reminds me faintly of the Micro Machines Micro City sets.
That's what I was thinking.
And I think that's what they're playing off of with the Micro Maniacs, Micro Machines. That's what I thought of right away.
Yeah.
I just think it's fun. If it's priced right, I could see people getting this as like a fun decoration to put out each year. But you're right, it's probably like the horror heads that would be after that. I just love like the LED lights are so cheap now. I mean, you can't get them into your Arctic Hiss, but they're so cheap now that you could light up something small like this, something we always wanted when we were kids.
Yeah, and again, there's a place for it. I mean, just because I don't want it, or Terry doesn't want it. I mean, there's always a place for this stuff, and that's what that's what I enjoy. I'm never going to be that guy that loses my shit because somebody's getting something I don't want, and it makes me mad because for some odd reason it means I can't get what I want.
Well, who would want this at $80?
Looking what?
There's no way it's $80. I think he's just saying it's going to cost $80. Betcha.
Well, that would be like $15 to $20.
Yeah, the price was like,
yeah,
I'll pay it.
$20 is doable, I think. So speaking of AI and all the toy generated stuff, I thought this was AI, but it's a real thing. I know, Lawrence, you touched on this one last night. This is a new character, or this is evil Chewbacca that ties damsels to the railroad? Like, what is this?
From my understanding, watching the live stream, he is the owner of the cantina on Mos Eisley's, which I had no idea. They said there isn't very much of him, And I don't know if they meant he isn't in the actual movie, but there's other iterations of him in books and stuff, so they did their best to create him. I assumed that the old guy that was yelling at him like he was, Mel from Alice, that it was his bar.
That's what I thought. And
he needs a fedora.
So yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing that too. So
I guess it's a retcon. They go backwards and they decide, okay, well, there's actually this Wookiee that owns it. Like it's dumb. It looks like when like Cobra Commander would go undercover and just throw a mustache over the field.
So it would be like you coming out with a beard, or I'm sorry, with a mustache over your beard, and people would be like, why would he have a mustache over his beard? That doesn't seem to make much sense.
It is like that when you think
but
about
I guess
it.
That's what Hulk Hogan did for the longest time, right? It was all black and everything else was.
This is awesome. If Tom Selleck were a Wookiee. But yeah, there were a lot of there's the hipster comments. That's the first thing I thought. Like this Wookiee here can make a mean ghost pepper caramel latte or something.
I think I saw this guy playing Magic at the card shop.
I like what Extra Creepy had to say. I think that dude tried to force a craft beer on me one time.
Yeah, I agree with that. This version of Chewy knows all the IPAs and the different hops.
This could be undercover Chewy.
Loves the worst tasting, most bitter one.
Yeah.
This could be undercover Narc Chewy.
I so want to do a Chewbacca impression, but I also know that it's the internet. It'll be out there forever.
Do it.
And Not Rachel says this Wookiee also wears pants. I didn't even think about that.
I don't know. Yeah, he does wear pants. They're super tight leather. It's almost like he's the Ron Jeremy of Wookiees, and he's walking on the set.
He's trying to buy you and your girl a drink at the bar.
So now we get into the AI stuff. This one was shared yesterday, and tons of people thought it was real because some of these, I'm not going to say digital artists because they're not, but they're getting very good at the prompt. Would you guys buy this?
Fuck no.
No. No. That's something Tony would buy.
This is the Miami Vice 2-pack with a vehicle. This is so well done. Like some of these,
I mean, it does look like. Are we on?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay. It does look like Don Johnson and the other guy.
Don Johnson.
Tubbs, right? Tubbs.
Yeah, Tubbs.
The guy that like beats his wife in real life or beats his girlfriend. Yeah.
Does it come with a bag of Coke? Yes, it does. This is, I mean, look at that. There's people out there thinking, wow, I can't believe they nailed his likeness.
That's a little too good.
It's so good. What toy company is this? You're telling me they can nail that likeness and he's still got pins in his arms?
I was about to say, not even fucking pinless.
These are those things I keep telling people to look for. Like you gotta look for the tells.
Well, I assume that the fact that the Ferrari is too small for them to get in would be the first telltale right there.
They're the size of the Ferrari.
I mean, I know Ferraris are short, but they're not fitting in it.
No, and I love it. This is fun for sure. There he fits, or does he? I can't even tell if he really fits.
That looks like they fit. See, that looks like they took a promo picture and just turned it into an action figure.
That's what they did.
It would probably look like me sitting in that dune buggy, but
and we know that was AI.
Yeah, well, I mean,
yes.
I think a ton of people would actually support a Miami Vice 2-pack.
I think people would support if a company did properties like this from the 80s. Magnum PI with his Ferrari. Obviously the Dukes of Hazzard with the General Lee.
Michael Knight with it. Yep.
Yeah, like if it was a line, a series, and it actually said Miami Vice, not what Ace does, where it would say like Miami Ice V or something like that, and you'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
It could say ramen on the side.
Yeah, like people want a licensed. I think they like a licensed series, Starsky and Hutch and all that stuff. Who doesn't want chips, right?
Transporter here says somebody's creating them on 3D print. I'm telling you, I guarantee you, these likenesses have been done out there on 3D print. Like people start doing these, years ago, like right when like the 1/12 scale and the 3D printers became available.
Orlando Cop Squad.
Yeah, I think like now maybe AI could be used to help sell a license idea for some companies. I don't know.
Yeah, and I need someone to do an Orlando Cop Squad in the Miami Vice graphics.
But with cookies in it, so that we can take credit for it as Circle of Jerks.
Well, the O's can be cookies.
Yeah, they could be cookies. Terry, you're a little bit younger than us. Were you a fan of these guys?
Dude, I love Beavis and Butthead.
So now this Mondo Squad thing, right? So again, this came out yesterday. I had to double check, make sure it wasn't AI. Mondo Squads is a different scale than what they normally sell, right?
Someone last night said these are 9-inch figures.
Why the fuck are these 9-inch
figures? That's a great question. Like,
I'm assuming because they're so oddly shaped characters anyway, because of their heads, that might add to it.
I could only guess that you'd want them 9-inch because you're not expecting the toy collector to be the majority of the people buying it.
Oh wait, we need to back up for 1 second. This has to do with the Orlando Cop Squad.
He's gonna do it tonight.
I got you. I'll do it tonight. But go ahead.
No, I think this would be some sort of like piece that someone would have on a shelf that isn't a toy collector. But to have these in 1/18 scale or 1/12 scale, I wouldn't be interested in them. But the amazing photography that people could do with this, maybe lining up a bunch of guys behind it, like 6 guys behind it in white outfits.
Or even what if they were surrounded by a squad of bats, or just anything with like the Muppets, all those Muppet dioramas that we're seeing out there. And Terry, you said you love these guys?
I loved the show when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I would not own this.
No, yeah, this is one of those things which is part of the topic tonight. Like, why? Yeah. Why are we buying this shit?
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
No, but I start to lean into I want to see it.
Now, I have a friend who would love this.
Yeah. But not you.
Correct.
But wouldn't you like to see it at least once in person, maybe handle it, and then move on with your life? That's where I'm at. Yeah. I think I'd like to see it and just see like how well it's made and see the setup. I don't know if I need it.
Baldy, I just sent you something on Facebook.
Okay. I have to figure that shit out. And
that's one of the other two. The partner or the junior layer would have shown up.
Yeah. Well, apparently they're running late. And we also had somebody that wanted to step in for them and then couldn't last second. Did you just get that?
Yep.
I wonder if I can add that. Probably. I
should
mean,
maybe-
you could save it and add it.
It's a lot of work for me.
Yeah, for me too. Okay. So Terry, we shared this yesterday. The first leaks, or are they leaks of Retro Wild Bill? What do you think of these? We shared these in the chat, right?
I'm curious as to what they mean by canceled Wild Bill. First design directly copied from the original, probably due to no more creative design, so canceled. Do you like this version?
Well, I shared this because this is where it broke. As far as I know, this is where the story broke. This is G.I. Joe Classified Elite. I know that Marauder watches us sometimes. It was in his group. I've never seen this name before, Chow Gong. But
I haven't either.
No, I haven't seen that name. But this was shared. So my guess, Terry, is he's either saying this is maybe the prototype before it became the Dragonfly Haslab, or
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what you think?
That's what I think. He looks exactly like him, other than they changed a couple of the color schemes. Yeah. If they're going to do a retro one, I think it's going to be the
Sunbow.
Yeah, they already have it tested out because of Super 7.
All right. Well, I'm leaning towards this is the retro.
What makes you think this is the retro when the original poster says that it's the canceled Wild Bill, the first design direct copy, and there's really not much difference other than paint apps from the one that we got with the Dragonfly?
I'll tell you why. And I think this was maybe Jeremy that shared this portion of it, but it is almost an exact match for what we originally got.
Right.
When we were kids, we did not get the Sunbow version. I'm leaning
same with CoverGirl.
Sorry?
Same with CoverGirl.
Same with CoverGirl. But the first release was not the Sunbow for CoverGirl. It was based on the original.
No, but the retro card.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I find it odd that he would say this is the canceled version of the figure, and they decided to go with something else. Yet people seem to take from that that's not what it is.
Because they wanted to see, it's what they want to hear. I'm with you. Like he clearly says canceled Wild Bill, explains what it is, and people went, "This is the retro." Like that's not what he said.
Yeah,
he's saying straight up. I took the way it was written as English is not his first language. Maybe he's asking a question. The way it's all jumbled together. You're saying straight up, this is a statement. This is the canceled Wild Bill. This was the first design.
Yeah, because that's what he says. Canceled Wild Bill, first design, direct copy from the original, probably due to no more creative design, so canceled.
Okay. Could be. I mean, I also thought the Arctic Hiss was getting lights, so I could be completely wrong, and I'm okay with that.
No, you're not alone in that assumption that this is the retro Wild Bill. I just don't know where that's coming from.
I think it's just when you look at it. I think if you time it with in the last couple years, the way the leaks came out, they were a couple weeks before Hasbro had their Joe Day, which I think is early February, right?
I think stuff like this is partially why the Dragonfly got delayed.
Yeah, 100%. And then people were asking about the number up here on his head, and that just has to do with how they tag the prototypes.
Yeah, so it can't end up in someone's collection.
Yes, it can.
Well, I mean, it can, but that way, if it ends up in someone's collection, they can't say, "Oh no, this isn't from there."
A lot of prototypes, I don't know if they still do it or not. And yeah, as a matter of fact, they do. I've got some, but they handwrite with a marker on them.
Yeah, this does look like a stamp.
It's a stamp serial number on the head. And Lenny, I believe, has talked about this before in some of the prototyping that they've shown, how the serial numbers are on multiple parts of the figure.
Yeah, he'll always point out like what you see on the head, like that's not there. That is for in-house use, so it can't end up somewhere.
Dude, there's so many comments that I missed here. Not so wild, Bill. Mild build.
But to me, again, like just what Terry said, the guy was not. I mean, from what we can tell, he's not trying to portray it or pass it off as, hey, this is the retro Wild Bill. He literally says canceled version of it.
Yeah.
So again, people wanted to run with it, and this is how rumors get started. This is how guys like Viper Island do their stuff, and then they delete the videos when it's wrong.
Right.
That way you can't.
When we could just talk to each other, talk it out, talk me down. You guys are telling me this is not retro, and I'm pointing out to Terry, to you, why people were saying that.
Yeah,
so this is what people were saying. You guys are being fucking pricks. So
if it is a retro version, then the guy's wrong in what he posted, which is also a possibility.
Yeah. Lots of possibilities. Real quick, I think we have a dancer backstage, but before we get into that, I wanted to give. Where's it at? Here it is. Let's bring this up on the screen there.
No, he didn't do this.
He didn't? Who
no.
did?
Rekship did this already.
Oh.
But I'm giving Debo credit because he said he was going to.
Okay, I got
it. Rekship also gave us Sasquatch Tony, so I like to give him credit too.
Well, you see how quickly magic happens here on Circle of Jerkz. So much magic. Speaking of magic, this guy has some magic moves. He's super magical. ToyOptics. Dude, what are you doing? Was that like an emo entrance? What was that?
I have no fucking idea.
Dark Jedi?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, David.
Hi, Terry. Oh, fucker. I knew that was coming, too. Scare him off. Does Terry not like me anymore?
Fucker. Yeah, he doesn't like people that know how to get fired.
That's me.
He likes good, hard work ethic.
I got the hard part down.
Ain't that the truth, baby? Speaking of,
wait. So what's the Orlando Cop Squad? What did I miss?
No, you got to go. You got to watch the replay, dude, and hit the like button.
Fine.
So speaking of people working hard and a hard work ethic, we're going back to these AI renders. What do you...
between the Joe groups and the fucking McFarlane groups, and I think even the Ninja, like all the fucking groups, I'm so sick of seeing these what if AI render action figures. Like it's gone from being a cute novelty to knock it the fuck off.
And that's why I added them. I wanted to see what you guys thought. They are super creative, and I love how people are making them look like they're on the store shelf. But we are going to get so much misinformation in this hobby this year, just based on this alone.
And yet no one has done a Dr. Mindbender Trouble Bubble Target exclusive AI yet.
Not yet.
That would be a good use of it.
That would be a great use of it. I like here again, people asking if these are real. No, they're not real. And, you know, Robin Williams has a mustache on the figure and then a completely different shirt on in the picture.
Well, that would be the first time. Look at all the McFarlane stuff.
That's true. That's true. Would you guys get these
in the old style box? That's another thing no one noticed. It's the old style box.
Yeah, the reason they're doing that is because it's easier to prompt it this way.
Yeah.
It's also, I think, I don't know if it's also kind of a courtesy of like, hey guys, if you realize it's the old style box, then you'll know it's fake type of thing.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You're not doing the courtesy.
If they made them and they looked exactly like these, yes. But I mean, look at all the Ghostbusters figures that Hasbro's done or that team has done. Like the Bill Murray sculpt is not Bill Murray. This one looks great. Thanks, AI.
Yeah, this one looks great, and it's definitely it is something to think about, even when it's official. These companies could potentially make it look better in the product offering than it actually is before you receive it in hand. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is what the sculpt looked like. It's AI enhanced.
There are some people that want to take credit when they create it. They seem to want to take more credit that it was like basically their idea.
Yeah. Well, so I think it's Mezco kind of has that issue, right? Like a lot of people, if it's not an exclusive, but if it usually if it's one of their Marvel or DC characters, a lot of people based on the photos, most of those photos are rendered or they're highly enhanced. So people sit there and say, well, I'll wait till I see an in-hand review, because their faces have a huge tendency of turning out much different than what was seen in the product shot.
Oh, I gotta go to Tarmart really quick.
He already ordered 2 at Tarmart.
Are they sold out already at Tarmart?
Yeah, they probably sold out within minutes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the AI sculpting makes its way over to, I guess, to 3D printers. If there's a way to 3D sculpt with that, could we get closer to these likenesses for like your Etsy guys? Or
I don't know, because then you start encroaching on rights issues. Maybe I don't.
Listen, I agree with that, but if I go to a show that is customizer heavy, customizer friendly, like Legion's Con, what's to stop a 3D printer guy from printing out a whole bunch of Maverick heads that you can then customize the body?
Well, nothing, right? But at least at this moment in time, they don't have AI that I know of enhancing their sculpts, their 3D, the sculpts that they're doing in whatever Blender or whatever app they use. So those guys that are doing those heads that hit those likenesses, those guys are freaking artists.
No, and I know that they are, but we're seeing how quickly this is changing the landscape, even just to trick people.
But you still have, again, I think it's a lot easier to ask AI to recreate someone's face than to actually ask a device to sculpt it properly, even in plastic form.
Well, the other thing is the sculpt is only part of the equation, right? So the other thing that we've sort of learned and or noticed is the paint is the real finisher, because say the good example is the first Indiana Jones adventure series, Indiana Jones, right? That's when they were having those issues with either the new factory or switching over to the inkjet, and like the stubble in the eyes are like really on there, and you're sort of like, this doesn't quite look like Indiana Jones, something's off.
Yeah.
But then by the time we got to the Last Crusade Indiana Jones, and they went and they were able to refine it, it's the same head sculpt, but because the paint application or the inkjet application or whatever was sort of refined, that looks like Harrison Ford, like dead on.
Yeah. Well, I do see, like I said, these images are going to continue to trick people. Maybe it's a good thing for companies like Hasbro or McFarlane Mattel that these maybe replace the talk over actual leaks. What do you think of that? It definitely throws a wrench into it.
Again, I'm fucking over it.
Well, just, again, I guess when these AIs, again, you talk about the telltale, right? Like, this is the old box they're not using anymore.
Right. Oh, you're going to love the next picture then.
And when people say, like, how do you know it's not real? You know what? Because I went to the Hasbro and G.I. Joe Instagram, and it's not fucking there. That's why.
Yeah. Just a little bit of research.
They're factory leaks, Larry. They are factory leaks. Pegboards and all.
This with any information, before you believe it, before you share it, take the same 30 seconds that you're going to do to repost it to look it up and see if it's real. That's not just with toy collecting. That's with anything. Research it before it gets you angry.
But I can just delete it, and then people won't know that I did it.
That's
right.
Pepperidge Farm never remembers.
So here's another one with the tell. These two I would buy. This is hysterical. Born on the 4th of July, Ron Kovic, and then Lieutenant Dan. So here's your tell, right? For most people, one, that's major reuse of the
wheelchair.
Wheelchair. Okay.
We're not doing two different.
It's got different spokes. Both they're different. They're different.
Oh, it's completely different.
Well,
like
companies never reuse molds, so why would they reuse the wheelchair? No. Ron here, Tom Cruise, born on the 4th of July, is much, much, much larger.
Wasn't the contract.
And they're taking up the same amount of real estate.
It was in his contract. He has to be bigger.
He has to be bigger. Where in reality, I think Lieutenant Dan, why can't I think of his name? The actor.
Gary Sinise.
Gary Sinise. I
think no one calls him that.
I think is much taller than Tom Cruise. So.
I think everybody is much taller than
Not everyone.
Not you, but
not everyone. Come on.
Not Seth Green.
Definitely not
Lieutenant Dan. You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
You ain't got no legs.
If they did classified, if they did G.I. Joe movie Maniacs, and these were released, would you get them?
Oh, I'm still getting Lieutenant Dan.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant Dan. Her breath tastes like cigarettes.
Well, wait, where's his ice cream? There's no ice cream. There's no bedpan. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. We got from Woody, it's official. He says, hell to the no. He's not down. Yeah, I don't know. I thought these were hysterical. I imagine we're going to continue to share some type of AI renders to point things out to people. But also sometimes they're fun, but I get it. I get what you're saying, Spec, where it's nonstop. And Larry, you were saying it with the knock things just from tune.
Oh my God. Those are
Lord.
It's like they all got a brand new toy and they just discovered their dicks and they can't stop playing with them.
Wait, we were supposed to stop playing with it?
Yeah, what do
I mean, like, not so much that you rub the skin raw, right? Like, they'll learn eventually, and then it'll hurt, and then they'll stop.
So wait, it just sounds like you don't know how to do it.
I didn't say me. I said the people that are just fucking like.
Did you say knock knock is rubbing your skin wrong down there?
Oh man. Yeah, listen, I'll go with nerd work on this. I want the entire Predator team. We've seen people do that. Go ahead, Larry.
See, look, extra creepy's raw as we speak. That bro is like, dude.
Spec gets here and the whole show goes off the rails.
Well,
here we go.
That's why you got fired.
Rexship says you're into that.
Yeah, listen, I've seen some of your private chats, guys. All right, so Here's our topic tonight that we threw together about 3 hours ago.
You threw it together.
I did throw it together. I think I did okay. Your dick tells you when to stop. Yeah, it'll get sick and throw up all over you. All right, so I did include a couple. I don't even know if I would consider this clickbait, but I included Haslabs because we were just talking about somebody online bitching about buying a Haslab.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because
wording things poorly and then getting upset that they
when people answer the question getting upset. You ask a question, we answer it for you, give you a couple takes and opinions, and then you get upset.
Yeah. Then they say that they asked something completely different.
Yeah.
Why would you buy something that you're not sure if you're going to like, especially two Haslabs?
Right.
That was my question.
Right. And if the person, which they kept trying to hammer home in their replies to you, but still couldn't like put two and two together in what they had done, if they had just initially in their original question said, I'm afraid I won't like it in the space I'm putting them ... Like you leave those group of words out and the question you're asking is completely different.
It's completely different.
Wreck ship.
I saw that.
Live, laugh, regret, profit.
Wait, can we get that sign hung up in like a toy room? Live, laugh, regret, profit.
and then me holding my Haslab.
So there's a couple caveats to this. So Spec, if you decide you think of something that you want to add,
I had stuff and I don't know where the photos went. I don't know if somehow I got screwed in an upgrade, but
this is a professional program. So if you figure out how to add it, we'll professionally add it without stopping.
It's not about figuring out how to add it. It's about they disappeared from where they used to be. So I had all these photos from when my parents were selling their house before they retired out here when they lived in Ohio. And I went out there to go through all the stuff because they were just going to do a big estate sale to get rid of everything they didn't want so that they didn't have to deal with it. They hired a company to come in and sell shit. And so I had all these collectibles that I had gotten in high school. Like, you know, when Jurassic Park came out, I had like the big 3D popcorn bucket from whenever that was, 93, 92. You know, I had tons of shit like that.
Well, yeah,
all sorts of movies. Like
we're gonna get right into that, but we do have almost 150 people here, so just real quick.
Hey, beautiful people! Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit subscribe and turn that bell on so you don't miss a beat.
I don't know why I laugh at that. It's not even that funny. It just makes me laugh.
You know what makes me laugh? That makes me laugh.
You know what? Baldy kind of looks like that the Cosmic Legion that's wearing the diaper. Were you guys in the chat last night where the guy pointed that out?
No.
One of the pictures, it's like the skeletons, and if you put the legs on the one Cosmic Legion, it looks like he has a big diaper.
Oh, I'm glad that's what I look like. Nothing warms my heart more. All right.
I'll actually find it for you.
All right, good. Do that for me so that we can just laugh at Baldy. So this doesn't have to do with just toys. Like, obviously, we're in the toy space, toy tubers.
Right. Like, if you read Hi, It's Me's comment right here, we don't need to see my childhood collection of movie boot plugs. That's my Canadian collection, by the way, not my movie collection. It's movie collection butt plugs, and then my Canadian boot plugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
100%.
All right. Back to the professionalism. Go.
All right. So here's a big regret that a lot of people have. We are G.I. Joe centric, G.I. Joe heavy on this channel. But I skipped these because they looked like crap when I saw them in person. Which of you two had these? This is the Ultimates, Super 7.
I got the STCC Bat Ultimate because
That's
I was
the one I got, and I turned
and
around and I sold it this weekend for $30. Sorry, Larry, go on.
well, it's fine. I think it's unprofessional to interrupt people, but whatever.
Hey, we had to hear you for 3 hours last night.
You didn't have to.
There's
No one made you be here.
Boot plug.
No, I got the STC Bat, and this was after I dealt with the two Super 7 Thundercats that I hated, and that thing fucking broke right away. It was missing a piece, and I said I canceled all those orders and said nope, not buying this shit. So even when all this stuff was $10 on Entertainment Earth, nope, didn't waste my money.
So they're just larger, and I've said this before, they're just larger versions of reactions. Obviously more articulation.
Barely.
But barely. And that's the thing. So when they were charging, how much was it? 55 to start? It just wasn't worth the value. And so many people bought these after the craze of classified started, saying, they're more Sunbow accurate, which they are.
Yes.
But then people would be like, these figures suck. You can't pose them. You can't stand them.
I watched some guy early on say that they're bigger than classified, but you can work them in with the classified, and he had fucking Cobra Commander in his turret. And I'm like, no, you fucking can't. And you make it look even worse.
Yeah, because the scale is 7 inches? Yeah. So it's just, listen, this is one of those regrets that I hear a lot of people say. And Spec, you just said you decided to sell the ones off that you had.
Yeah, I mean, I had the SDC one that I bought at their store the year it came out, and never opened it. And actually, I ended up selling all my Super 7 this weekend. I was afraid that stuff wasn't going to go, but man, there was some guy there. I don't know if he was from out of the country or he was just there to spend money, but like he hit up my booth and he bought all my Super 7. And then I was splitting my booth with Steven. So he bought a bunch of Super 7 and Nightmare Before Christmas stuff from Steven. And then he asked if he could leave it at our table. So we were like, sure. So we just put it under the table. And then we saw him come around, and he had so many bags in his arms and shit, he couldn't carry it. And I was like, damn, dude. And he's like, yeah, this is like my second load. He's like, I've already been to the car once. And then he took that shit to the car, came and got the stuff from us. And then I saw him walking around later with even more shit. Like,
so how many loads did he take that day?
Yeah, how many loads did he blow?
He didn't blow. He took 5 loads.
Well, what you were saying about how many people regretted it. Someone that I don't believe that I've seen before, nostalgic for the 70s. He says, I quit G.I. Joe Ultimates once I got Wave 2 in hand, looked like garbage in real life without the paint, which is very true. And
Yeah.
Brian Flynn said, yeah, we looked at that, but it looks good enough.
Yep. So
Larry Reed Shark's comment.
So it was Brian Flynn buying back all his stock back.
Yeah, he was wearing a wig and a fake Latino accent.
Yeah, this is just one of those things that it's not that we're shitting on Super 7, right?
I am. I'm not gonna lie about it.
Well, I mean, they have some fun offerings, but when they got this license, I guess in this picture, aesthetically, it looks like it would be fun.
Yes. Right idea, poorly executed.
Yeah, these would be better left in their very well designed boxes, display boxes.
Because I did great.
I got rid of all the Ninja Turtle stuff that I'd already bought on sale anyway from my comic store, because it was too much, right? I had too much TMNT. You can only have so many. But I kept like 2 figures, Mondo Gecko, because I like Mondo Gecko. I have all the versions of him, and then Mutagen Man because I thought he was really well done as a larger version of what I had as a kid. But other than that, I got rid of it all.
All right. Well, speaking of getting rid of stuff, and it doesn't just have to be G.I. Joe or action figure related. Larry sent this over. Well, maybe not specifically this. But Larry, you were collecting skateboards, and
I still do. So
this is actually yours.
Yeah. So one of the things, and I've talked about it before, that I used to collect skateboards, and I didn't realize I was doing it. I'd hang them on my wall. I think everyone has on skateboard. And when you sent this out, like, I'm like, well, I don't regret really anything that I collect toy-wise. And anything that I do, I didn't buy very much of. But this is all old skateboards of mine. Some of them are broke. Some are just cracked. Some are perfectly fine. And
these are broken.
Yes, those are broken. When you're younger, you keep an old board. I have no reason to keep these old boards because I'm an adult that has adult money. And if I need a new skateboard, I'm just going to go buy a brand new one. I'm never going to hook up an old deck. They don't ride the same. It's not fun to not see that nice, beautiful grip tape that you put on. So I don't know why I keep all these. I had them all hung on the wall until I started putting up more shelves.
This is a perfect example of kind of second, like you're talking through it right now. So it's kind of like second guessing. Why do I have that pile right there? Like something else could go there.
But you've seen the videos where the woodworkers like glue all the old skateboards. You should do that. Like get a table bowl or something made, coffee table bowl.
Yeah, that would take effort.
No, it won't. You give the boards to them and they do it. Yeah. I'm not saying you do it.
You have the tools to be your own boss. Oh man. So you have stuff, and this is exactly what I was going for, just like the extras.
And there's more wheels. And the reason why like this stuck out is because Olivia and her partner were trying to make for a school project, a car that goes. So I said, hey, why don't you use old skateboard wheels? I had some ideas. So I'm never going to use old fucking wheels. I'm going to go to the skate shop and buy new wheels. Yet here I keep these. And every now and then someone needs them. You know, someone's. Wow.
Just in case somebody is not watching the screen, this comment is
not nice.
It's
not nice at all.
You took the comment down.
What? Oh, wait. Nope. There.
You can press them together and use them as shoe lifts, which is awesome. But of course, what he's saying, I kid.
I know he does.
Yeah, this is just kind of what I was going for. Like, there's always been things like you end up collecting, and then you look at it and go, like, what am I doing here? For me, when I was a kid.
But is that collecting or just acquiring for some reason?
All right, well, okay.
I thought I was collecting at the time.
Yeah, I think that's collecting. I think it's acquiring. Do you guys remember Muscles?
Oh, dude, yeah. I loved those. I even had the ring that they went in.
Yep. So this was something that they were cheap. They were fun. They were, creative. They had shit all over the place. Dude, I was trying to collect as many as I could. And they had these packs, right? Where it was just a mixed pack. So it's not like you always got these 3 in this pack, right? It was just a mixed assortment. I don't know. Like at one point I had so many and then duplicates. I was like, what am I doing?
So see how you used to trade your Joes and I didn't trade? These are what I'd trade. Like you'd have your doubles and somebody else would have doubles, and inevitably you'd have the one they'd want, and vice versa. And so, like,
yeah, I traded them. You know what I did? Do you remember when He-Man had the slime pit and the slime was for sale all the time? I put a bunch in one of the slime canisters, and something happened, some sort of chemical reaction. After a few days, it's not like it was instant, but it turned like this weird, it was like a disgusting color, and some of the things, like, they melted almost. So it's probably not something we should have been touching.
So, quick question: did they mean to make Joe Paterno here?
To make what?
The second from the end here, the dude looks like Joe Paterno. The old Penn State, big glasses.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. The short guy with the microphone.
Yeah, I could see that. They probably did. It's just like G.I. Joe in the 80s. They took liberties to put people's likenesses on some of the figures. I'm sure they did that here. But this was one of those things I collected for a few years as a kid, and I was just kind of like, what am I doing here? Did you guys have other collections like that? Do you guys remember Ants? There was something called Army
Ants. Yeah, I didn't have those, but I remember them. I had Food Fighters. Those were a lot of fun. Actually, somebody had those at the toy show this weekend. That was a good nostalgia trip. Now, for me, it was like going through all the shit that I kept at my parents' house, where it was just like, why do I fucking have this? Like the popcorn buckets and when I worked at a movie theater, like all the pins and shit that you would get to promote the movie. And it's like, why did I keep this crap? Like,
yeah,
get rid of it.
I used to keep all my old concert tickets, and then I finally got rid of them. I used to keep like movie stubs too, and I don't know why. Concert tickets, those are the ones I actually regret getting rid of, because you start to forget some concerts that you went to or opening bands. You usually don't forget the headliners, but
so I'm with you on that, Larry. So I think you and I were talking. I had a massive collection of concert tickets, but at the same time, I also had movie tickets where I was just like, why? Like, the concerts make sense.
Yeah, they do.
Like, why the fuck was I holding on to movie tickets?
Well, a lot of people do.
I have a friend that did that, but I mean, look at what we went to school for and ended up doing with our lives. So it made sense that that's what he was doing.
Okay.
Shit, I just forgot one that I had that I regretted. The Transform. So like,
you Transformers, we regret it too.
No. But they came out with a trading card game, a TCG game, and it was really great. And it became super popular for a while. And then because of COVID and everything else, it kind of like Hasbro literally just like canceled it. I play it with my kids. I take my kids to the card stores and we do the tournaments. And we had a mutual friend that my friend and his kid was friends with my kids, and they're big Transformers people too. So we'd all play. And those cards kind of started accruing in value like Magic cards do. And then somewhere in the middle of COVID or just after COVID, that was my son cackling with his voice. They literally just canceled the game. Like, they just had their first national, like, whatever official tournament, and then they were just like, we're done. And now I have these cards that I can't fucking get rid of, and they just take up space.
So you brought up one when you said cards, and everyone was into Magic, and we weren't, but they came out with that Star Wars card game, and I still have them.
So I didn't get the Star Wars one, but I was into Magic. I've told that story. Like, I was into Magic in high school and sold all my cards for a song and a dance, and I had all these cards that are now worth $500-600 a pop, and it was like, fuck. But my dad, while I was getting the Magic cards, for whatever reason, because he's not a Trekker by any stretch, they were doing the Next Generation card game at the same time as Star Wars and Magic and all that in like the mid to late 90s. And for whatever reason, he decided he wanted to collect the limited black border edition. And so he got a complete set of those over time. And it's one of those things, like, we still have that in a book somewhere. And it's like, what the fuck are we going to do with this?
Well, I have, so like when it comes to the concert tickets, I ended up getting rid of concert tickets and the movie tickets. I have a couple concert tickets left. But my one buddy has a coffee table and it's all the concerts he went to. And then in another room, he's got all sporting events in the coffee table. So it looks really cool. Like, so I had donated some of my concert tickets to that because we had gone to the shows together.
You know what I have at my coffee table? All my used condoms ever. With names and dates on them.
With names written on. That's one of those things. Why am I saving these?
Did you have them?
It's one of those things when people walk in the house and they're like, what the fuck is that smell?
Did you have them sign it when you were done? Like, hey, could you sign this?
Or before?
I had some like do the lipstick impression on.
So am I the only one that's looking at the handrails here?
Yes.
Maybe. Wait,
Okay.
So I had a question for you guys. Did you guys or anybody in the chat have an Eric Theater?
Never even heard of it.
No,
So I was trying to figure out what this was.
Yeah, that it might be regional. This is where we all went to see movies in the Northeast, or at least in the Philadelphia area.
Ouch.
That's not a car. It's a coaster. Oh man. But yeah, that's something I held on to for a long time. But go ahead. You wanted to say something about the rails?
No, I just keep. You had it up there, and I kept looking at the handrails.
Sweet grinds.
That's like all I was looking at the steps, and I'm like, can I come down the side and skate the steps, or just
Skate or die, man?
You did fucking BMX, so don't even give me that bullshit. All right,
I was Paperboy. You were skate or die. I was Paperboy.
You were rad.
Yeah, I was.
True
rad.
Jones.
Totally rad. So I'm going back to one of yours that I think a lot of people currently do. So you were saying the boxes.
I had issues. I've kept almost every single box of the 6-inch figures. I keep anything on card. I don't keep the bubble, but I keep the card. I don't know why. I feel like if I ever sell it, I'll be able to sell it. And if somebody wants the box, they can get it.
There are people at shows. So, hey, Larry, more Transformer talk. When the studio series first came out, they put the insert of the scene that they were in the movie so that you could take it out and use it as a backdrop. And I kept all of those because you'd see people at shows literally just selling that, right? They'd sell flattened original boxes from Transformers or G.I. Joe or whatever else. So like it makes sense. Somebody might buy the cards, somebody might not. Like
I pretty much keep them, like if I ever decide to sell them, and if somebody wants the cards. When I got rid of all the Master of the Universe, very few people wanted the cards. They're like, do whatever you want with it. So the Moto Origin cards are literally sitting in a bin because I'd have to.
Yeah, listen, next year or next summer when that He-Man movie comes out, whether it's for us or not, that Origins line is going to take off, especially.
I have all the mini comics.
Yeah.
People didn't want the mini comics. So I kept them.
I keep stuff like that, the mini comics, but I'm at the point I only keep a box if it's an exclusive.
Yeah. So I'm getting to that too. I'm starting to go through a nice purge. I think I had talked to you guys about that before. But then you do have collectors, and I've done this. Are these all empty?
Almost all. If I retired a figure. No, that's I just built these shelves this weekend So I've moved everything over. So that's why you see a lot of a mess.
Yeah, I see skateboards.
Yes, I see what you see where the skateboards are stored right now. Well, actually, this wall had all the skateboards lined up across it, but I had to build shelves.
But listen, you have all these shelves. That's like great shit ton of shelf space. Get rid of the fucking boxes and imagine how many more toys you could display.
Now you sound like Tony.
But it's true.
I know.
What's more impressive to display? Your fucking boxes?
I've been able to display all of it.
It's true. I mean,
I will say
like
this.
the artwork. Some people like the numbers. You got numbers showing.
Turn your boxes into flooring and lacquer it. You're not going to notice the loss of height in the room. You'll get your cake and you can eat it too.
So I will say this, all right, that is every classified box, and the only one that is turned a certain way is the cold slither there. That's 12 feet across, and that's every single box, and the Haslabs are on the other side. But if you look at it, I probably have about a year and a half before I have to move everything to the other shelves, because once I build a bottom shelf there or just create something, it's going to fill up pretty quickly.
Well,
I'm going to jump in real quick. Max Power is one of the gentlemen that recognized me at the toy show this weekend, and he came up and he said, "Hey, BaldyLockz," and then he's like, I'm kidding."
That's awesome.
I
I feel bad.
To see people that like the show and support the show. So what's up, Max Power?
Did you get some stickers to Max? Because I still have to get them out to a few people.
I did. All
right, that's
good. Make sure you take a cookie.
Was it warm?
Maybe.
All right, I got a couple more that I think I questioned. And I know a lot of people collected these. Let's see if I'm alone or if I'm embarrassing myself. The Pepsi Cool cans.
I don't even remember those.
You don't remember?
What year? Because remember, I was overseas for a bunch.
This was the late 80s, early 90s.
I feel like I saw this in 90210 that we've been watching. My daughter and I have been watching. This is straight out of 90210. If I brought her up for here right now, she'd go, "That's from 90210, I swear."
Yeah. I mean, this screams.
Yes.
Look, saying ain't so, Baldy. So I had a shelf in my bedroom in high school, and it had a whole bunch of the Pepsi Cool cans. And then eventually, like, I think I had a girl come over, and she's like, Why do you have those? And I was like, I don't know. And I took them down the next day. And I had a ton of them.
that screams late 80s, early 90s so bad.
I know, dude. And I guess I lost the Coke challenge on that one.
Which, by the way, the documentary on that, the Coke whatever to win the plane, that's a great documentary.
Yeah.
Or was it Pepsi?
It was Pepsi. Because Pepsi Cool Points.
Yes.
That replaced the cool cans.
It's a really good documentary about the guy that like saved up to be able to get the fighter jet and then like everything that happened after that. Ken Best says he still can't bring himself to ditch the Operation Monster Force boxes. And I had that internal struggle for about an hour. And then I cut the comic flap off and I was like, I'll just keep the comic. And then I eventually was just like, no, fuck this. Like,
so I don't know if Baldy put the picture in there, but there is a did I give you that picture? There's another row.
I'll tell you it's not in there.
There's another row of all Operation Monster Force.
Oh yeah, you did.
Skeletron.
Well, we can move on from Pepsi Cool cans. I just wanted to see if anybody else collected something like this, where you just go, what? Like, why? Why did I do this?
I was waiting for somebody to say this one, Just Jeff with Pogs.
I feel like I missed that. Like that came towards the end of when I was getting that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was like early to mid 90s. It was kind of like around the advent of Image Comics. It all just sort of coincided. And everybody made these stupid cardboard discs. And I still don't know what the fuck they were. I didn't understand what they were back then. I guess it was some kind of a game or stupid collector.
Yeah,
I just didn't get it.
I think it was a game. Let me see here. I will pull up that slide you're talking about. This?
That one. Yes. That's they're all in numerical order. And if you guys don't know, one of them has the same numerical number, Roman numeral number, and I had to reach out to them and ask why if two of these have the same numbers, and it's because they screwed up.
Wow.
Well, at least they were honest.
Oh yeah, we fucked that one up.
Well, I think it's the head pack has the same number as one of the figures.
Oh, okay.
But as you can see, the Skeletron stuff, I'm missing some because they haven't come out yet.
Well, Macanita Silva collects Pogs.
Pogs.
Not Pogs. Pogs.
Isn't that from Star Wars?
No. You're thinking of Porgs.
That's it, right.
He's collecting fat ass
Weird
white.
you guys were on the same page for that one.
You were on the same page.
I think I would have never guessed Porgs.
Oh no, but you knew what Pogs was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's another thing I used to collect.
Oh my god.
For a short amount of time, it was all beer related. Actually, somebody in my family got me a frame where you could drop the beer caps in. Then they came out with a much easier way to track it, and it's called Untapped. It's an app. But this was a cool way to track all the different beers, how worldly you were with your palate. And then
you turn it into a tabletop.
Yeah. And then they had this, and I was like, "Oh, this is much easier," and I threw everything out.
Did anyone put in Pez?
No.
I had a couple, but I never collect them. I have a buddy that still collects them, and as I was going through to get rid of shit, that fucker needs to call me because I offered him my Golden Girls Pez's.
Have you guys seen the documentary on Netflix about the Pez collector?
Yeah, the guy that sold and traded.
Yeah, he's like from Michigan, like up north in Michigan. Crazy fucking story about him going overseas to get Pez dispensers. Yeah,
isn't that how eBay started? Was Pez dispensers?
That I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that whoever created the initial platform of eBay was a way to help a family member get their Pez dispensers from around the country or around the world. So that's something we could probably look into and then never bring up again.
We can just throw out misinformation.
Yeah,
just like that Wild Bill.
We probably could with Wild Bill. So this now leads me to this, which made it to the thumbnail. Do you have any Haslabs or any large pieces? I know, Spec, you had a statue that you just got rid of. Do you have any of that stuff where you look at it and it's not just the size, which goes into that conversation we were following on Facebook today, but the size of some of this stuff. Do you ever look at it and go, why did I get this? This thing is fucking 7 feet tall.
So here, I'm gonna
7.5 feet long.
Let me find that.
No, I have no giant toy at all.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
No.
Let me see. Okay, so did it load? There it is. This is my office pre-kids, because this is now their bedroom. So this giant Jabba the Hutt statue, and I don't even think this photo does justice on how big it is, because the box, and I kept all the boxes for all my Gentle Giant stuff. The box is like 2 feet long and 18 inches deep and probably 18 inches high or 20 inches high, and it weighs like 22 pounds. And I don't regret getting this. It was an amazing piece, and I got it. There was a whole deal. If you pre-ordered it with Jabba's band that it's next to, you got a free Bib Fortuna, and the whole base is magnetic. So the characters and the pillows and all the accessories just kind of magnetize into place. And I'd already sold the band. That went for very high dollar amounts. And I could not sell Jabba to save my life. He's been sitting on eBay for like 2 years. And it's because of the shipping, right? Like they're going to pay a lot of money for that statue and then pay $200 to ship it because of how much it weighs or whatever. I was getting inquiries. Like I got an inquiry from France on Saturday. And I took it to the SoCal Joe show and nobody blinked. And then I took it to the Geekin' Out show this past weekend. And I texted my wife as soon as I got there. I was like, I'm never going to fucking sell this. This thing's going to hang around my neck. And there was this older gentleman that just kind of started fawning over it. And I was like, man, I will cut you an amazing deal on this thing. And he was like, oh, really? He's like, I don't know. I just got here. Let me go look around. But I really like it. Yeah. And
was he Canadian?
No. I really like it, eh? And he did. He looked around and he didn't really buy anything. So he came back and he made me an offer, and it was $10 less than my lowest offer. And I had already come way the fuck down on what I was trying to get for it. And I was like, yes, you may have this. Like, I will walk it out to your car.
Yes, you may.
Like, it just felt really good to get rid of it. And even though it's a numbered piece and it was in great shape, the palm frond that the Jawa holds got snapped at one point, but it still worked. And I don't remember. There was only a run of like 3,000, and this was like, I don't remember. It was like numbered 1,500 or something out of 3,000. Either way, you think it would accrue value over the years, and some of those statues have. And this one has, if you have the right buyer, and I didn't, and so I didn't lose money on it, but I didn't really make a ton of money on it.
That was a captivating tale. Let me ask you a question. So, over how many years did you have it?
At least 15 years.
All right, so 15 years. You paid whatever.
I think I paid $200 for it. I think with the band, it was a bundle deal for like $300.
All right, so how close were you to that? Do you want to say how much you sold it for?
I was asking $450, and I've seen it sell on eBay anywhere from $700 to $350, and I ended up selling it to him for $270.
Oh.
And as I said, I didn't lose money on it, and I sold the band for $650, I think. So, and I sold the Bib Fortuna for like $80.
So you basically had it in your collection for X amount of years.
Yeah.
And you didn't lose really anything on it other than the space.
You made money on it.
Yeah,
correct. Yeah, that's why I'm not complaining. I have no regrets. I have no regrets that I had it. It was an amazing display piece. But for the last couple of years, especially since I've been trying to sell it, and it was just sitting in the fucking living room till I took it over to my mother-in-law's house. Like, it was just taking up space and being obnoxious. And when you're trying to take shit to a toy show to sell and you don't have my car holds a decent amount of stuff, but when you got 3 tubs and then this giant box, like that's more stuff I can't take.
It's real estate. So it's not something that you really second guess, but over the years you were done with it. So you're ready to move on.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So
totally starting to regret the story though. I'll tell you that much.
Sometimes we have stories to tell, Larry.
And sometimes
they're long.
Sometimes Larry's sitting there thinking,
and this just in, you can go fuck yourself.
Sometimes we have tall tales, Larry. Tall.
I never have a tall tail.
Some tails are taller than others. Well, I mean, that kind of goes into we got the Hiss, we got Galactus, we've got the Vanguard. We've got now the Arctic Hiss. This is kind of stuff where you go off of that thing we were talking about earlier, where people instant regret when you get them in hand because of size, or like what was I didn't understand that. It's just part of what we're talking about tonight. But have you ever regretted getting some of the stuff, or maybe doubles of it?
Doubles of it, yeah. when the stuff didn't sell right away, and you're like, oh fuck, I'm gonna be stuck with the Sky Strikers, right? I bought 3 Sky Strikers, and like it was like, holy shit, these aren't selling, and they're just again eating up real estate in my fucking living room.
Yeah. I sometimes regret not canceling something fast enough, and then you end up with 2 or 3 of them. But nothing this size. Yeah. It's always figures. Nothing like this. Now, will I regret buying 2 Snowcats? Well, we'll find out at the end of the year, hopefully.
Yeah. So Jeff says, I have a little regret about the Vanguard after I made the purchase. He showed off the muddied version at DFW, so that was cool. Yeah,
let's be honest. Anybody that bought one of these has lots of regret.
Well, I will say, when you look at some of the offerings, and I think there's going to be people that regret this, but when you look at this to scale of what the actual vehicle, this thing is fucking huge.
Oh, it's very large.
Yeah, it's some photographers make it work. Others not so much.
If you put a character on the side rail there, it almost looks like taking a 4-inch figure and putting it on a vamp. The classified vamp.
From that angle, it looks sleepy with those headlights. I will say, I've never seen the Galactus in person, and somebody was selling one at the toy show, and in the box, so I didn't actually see the Galactus. But that box is fucking massive.
It's massive. I have one of these, and it is huge. Punk's coming to see it now. Let's see. Tough crowd. Tough crowd.
You're all getting named in the suit with him.
All right. Well, I mean, I think we made the point for the most part. Spec, you weren't here earlier when I asked this question. You have a Hiss. How many Arctic Hiss did you get? And were you like me, where you waited till the last minute?
No, I ordered that one on the 2nd or 3rd day because they don't take the money right away, right? So it was an easy just set it and forget it. I only got one because I have a feeling like somebody made a post earlier today on one of the things, like it's already gone up on eBay. Somebody's asking $4.99 for it or $3.99 for it or whatever. I feel bad for anybody that has FOMO enough to make that purchase, because based on what we've seen, we all know that they're going to order more as extra stock. And so what? It's 200. So it'll, when they arrive next year, their extra stock will go up for like 220.
Yeah, because they're going to even it out. So say, let's just come up with an arbitrary number, but say the made to order, they sold 8,000 units. Now we know it's more than that. The factory is probably going to come back to them and say, okay, we can make 10,000 units for you. And they have a must order quantity. So give or take whatever that is, they're going to either order, I mean, they have to order at least the numbers that were sent out or reserved, right? So then if the next quantity is another 2,000 on top of that, they're going to do it and then sell it at the slightly marked up price.
Well, we talked about that, and we don't know that because we don't know if they up the price because of the tariffs and everything. But I said earlier, I think that it actually be a good marketing ploy to say, hey, this is how much it is now. But if we have, if there is more stock, it's going to be a little bit more. And let people know what the difference is. And guess what? You might sell a few more.
Yeah, you might.
Dude, that Sentinel is tempting.
I bought it and I don't regret it. And I bought it for $220, whatever it is right now. I didn't get it at the 180, and I don't regret it.
One and done, just one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's no room for multiples.
I would love to. But...
Yeah, I've seen some people do it. Yeah, I mean that was what the. Didn't mean to do that. I mean, that was basically it. I just wanted to see if you guys ever collected shit that you've ever looked back on and just wondered, and I think the comments were on fire tonight. So I want to say thanks to all the Jerkz for hanging out and everything like that. But I think, I don't know, before we wrap it up, I guess there's really only one thing to kind of say.
You know who used to wrap it up? Spec, and now they're all in his coffee table.
He saves them. I think most states probably left his house like this.
Oh my God.
But that's me giving them the hug, right? Like I just got the hug.
I love you.
Was that you crying right after they signed the condo?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I didn't do it, Mom. They're talking about it. Okay. All right.
Everyone does it. Now you can do it too. Shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth. Shut up. Shut the